I'm Marissa Christensen. I'm a personal trainer and soon-to-be registered dietitian. And this video is all about kefir. So there's lots of different ways that you can buy kefir. You can buy it at natural foods or Whole Foods, and you can actually buy it online, like at Amazon or Craigslist, and that's where I actually found mine, was on Craigslist. There's lots of people who sell theirs because kefir grows, and so you can sell it online. And I bought mine for like $5, and I bought the fresh kefir grains. So these are the milk grains, and there's a water kefir grain too, but today we're just going to focus on the milk grains. So the first thing you do is you get a container that has plastic lid. You don't want any metal. Metal, when it associates with kefir, could actually kill it, and so you want to make sure you purchase something that's glass and plastic. And I actually just bought this at the dollar store, so you can find some good stuff there. I purchased mine with a little bit of milk in it. The lady selling it to me just provided me with the greens and milk in it, and then I let it ferment. So that's what's in here, and I just pulled this out of my fridge, and we have the fermented milk and the greens in here. So I'm going to show you what I do to strain it and the next process for that. So the first thing I do is I make sure I have a mesh. And this is nylon mesh, so there's still no metal in it, but it's tiny enough that none of the grains will fall through, and it's small enough that I can fit it in a little jar, because I don't have too much. So this is just a glass container, and I'm going to put it right over that. And then it's super easy. I'm just pouring this into the jar and letting everything out. And I'm going to wash this jar before I put stuff back in. So this is going to separate. And if you want to come up and see more of these grains, I don't know if you can see there or get a better view. You can. Okay. So there's what they look like. They have an interesting texture. They're kind of cauliflower-like, but that's the kefir grain themselves. So this is what is actually called the kefir. So it's the fermented milk mixed with the kefir grains, which is a yeast. And the yeast is going to ferment with the lactose, which is in the milk. So that's how it ferments and comes to become kefir. So this is already a container that I have of just fermented kefir. And I'm just going to pour this remaining liquid in here. And I'll just keep this in my fridge in a cold temperature, because if not it would get a little too fermented for me, and this makes it last a long time. So anytime I make a smoothie, I'll just pour this out and put it in there. So, and you can tell that I have a metal top, but I put some plastic wrap so that it's not touching, and that's perfectly fine to do there. And then normally what I'll do is I'll just wash this off, and then I put the grains right back in, and I add my milk. So I normally do like 1% milk, but I've done it with skim, 2%, and either of them work. So now we're going to go on to the smoothie portion, and here's my kefir here, and it's all ready. So normally what I'll do is in a morning I'm in a hurry and I want to, have a smoothie that's going to fill me up. It's going to be filled with protein, greens, tons of different stuff. I make this smoothie. It fills me up even sometimes more than a piece of toast or something would. So I've already put in here a cup of a berry mix, and I just buy this at Walmart, but it's just a frozen berry mixture, and I freeze it and then pull it out when I want. So here you can see there's a cup in here. So I start off with that with my base, and then pretty cool, when I have extra spinach, I'll just freeze it, and I freeze it just with the leaf, so it's like full leaf and everything, and it's just from the bag into this frozen. Like, I don't do anything else. So I'll just put a few handfuls in here. Estimate it's probably about 3/4 of a cup once I'm done. And in my smoothies, I always try to make sure I have some sort of greens. Having fiber in your meals is definitely going to help keep you fuller regular. There's so many benefits to fiber. And then the next stuff I just put in this container, but I have flaxseed meal, chia seeds, I have a little bit of stevia, and some wheat germ. So there's a lot of healthy fats in here, and I'm just gonna add that into there. And then, whoops, that fell, but here's my protein, and this is just the premium whey protein. There's tons of different proteins out there. This is vanilla kind. I have like Quest chocolate, but with this one I like to do vanilla. So I'm just putting 1 tablespoon in. You could put, actually I'm gonna put 2, but you could put more, you could put less, depending on the texture you wanted. So there's that, and then just to help mix it all together, I'm gonna add some almond milk. And I don't really measure it out, but probably about like 1/4 a cup. So after I put in my almond milk, then I add the kefir. And I don't really measure it out either. Probably about 1/4 a cup as well. And then I will close it, put everything together, and then I like to top it with chia seeds, hemp seed hearts, and nutritional yeast on the top, and I'll kind of mix it around a little bit, and then I'll also add some granola and some almond butter. So I really like that mixture together. It's super filling, full of healthy fats, full of protein. If I want a little bit more fat, I'll throw in like 1/2 of an avocado, 1/4 of one, and it will keep me satisfied until lunchtime. So it's got the probiotics and it tastes super good too, so give it a try and let me know what you thought. Thanks!